I was busy working as a surgeon, and at the same time I was racing mountain bikes, as you do when you're in your late 40s.
And he was up in the Mount Lofty Ranges doing some training. Belting through the woods, crashed, slammed up against a tree.
And fractured my right clavicle and quite a few ribs.
He was out of phone range, picked himself up, put the bike on his shoulder and had to walk kilometres until he was into phone range where he could ring Donna to come and pick him up.
And ended up having to have surgery, had a plate put in, and during the rehab for that I noticed that even though it was my right arm that had been injured, I had an unusual tremor in my left arm, which was a concern as a surgeon.
And from there, that's where they then started to diagnose his MS.
I was born in Adelaide. My father was from the north of South Australia, from rural South Australia. He was a proofreader at The Advertiser. My mum was a refugee from Yugoslavia. Her father was working with the partisans during World War II and was sent to the concentration camps by the SS, but survived. But I've always wanted to help those in need, and I don't know where it came from, probably from my grandfather. When I was first diagnosed with multiple sclerosis, I notified Darren, and he was very upset as we'd become good friends over the years and had been through a lot together.
The bond that I've had with him is we're both the same type of people, that we're doing the occupation we're doing because of our caring for people and just wanting to help people and make their lives better.
So I went from being very busy surgically and spending many hours a day in the hospital, operating, working with staff, and operating in private as well. I was also a trauma surgeon with the Australian Army. I had served overseas several times, so I was busy teaching and training there as well. And I was busy socially with my kids, with sport. So to go from that to then suddenly being unemployed was quite a shock.
When I found out about this, I'm a bit of an emotional guy, and I find it really tough. I feel in their shoes of how they must be and how it must feel like to suddenly be told your working life's been taken away. At the same time, then I felt very proud that I was the one that will be talking to AIA and organising his income protection, his income to continue.
My experience with AIA has been excellent. Very soon after the diagnosis, they organised the income protection and the TPD much faster than I could ever have imagined.
One of the benefits of dealing with AIA, I have found over the years, is that they specialise in risk insurance. They love paying claims. I've found that over the years because that's what they're there for as well. And they haven't lost focus of that whole reason. I knew that with this AIA policy, it was a lifetime benefit period, so I knew that this was going to be there now just for the rest of his life, and that security of knowing.
After being diagnosed with multiple sclerosis, I was very concerned that I wouldn't be able to continue with my drive and passion of teaching and helping others. But income protection has provided me the financial security where I can continue to volunteer, teach and train and help those in need.